We decided to utilize appreciative inquiry towards trying to elevate our focus on sustainability. Appreciative inquiry really focuses on a business's core strengths. And you really focus on that which you wish to accomplish versus that which you wish to avoid. So it's a very big switch from our traditional deficit-based change management thinking.
In 2005, Fairmount Minerals held an Appreciative Inquiry Summit on sustainability development. Fairmount, a $300 million company, is the third largest producer of industrial sand in the United States. It has 340 employees around the country in 19 states at 8 mining operations. The company's goal was to develop a plan for company-wide sustainability. Management invited employees and many of Fairmount's stakeholders, those with an investment in the future of Fairmount Minerals. It was a time when everyone's voice was welcomed.
I just thought that it was cool that me as a loader operator was the same as someone as Chuck Fowler or Mr. Conway. You know, it didn't matter who you were in the company, you all just had a voice. Everyone listened.
By definition, appreciative inquiry brings all the stakeholders into the room, but not in an adversarial way, in a way that looks at each other to lift up the capacities, the strengths, and create conditions for collective imagination, because there's a shared aim to help build a better world, a sustainable world.
I feel very much in tune with what David's thesis is, that you get much more by being positive and supportive of individuals rather than being critical. And it would just naturally fit with, I believe, our style of management.
In the case of Fairmount Minerals, it was clear. They wanted to embed the mindsets, the culture, the procedures, the methodologies of sustainability top to bottom, and have a company that was alive with new innovative ideas and entrepreneurial activities in those areas.
Fairmount's Appreciative Inquiry Summit yielded several initiatives designed to keep employees and other stakeholders united in social responsibility concerns and employee projects.
We have identified 850 stakeholders, and this includes customers, vendors, NGOs, community leaders, neighbors, and our employees. And we have sent surveys out to all 850. And I think what's really important and unique in our approach is we aren't going out and trying to find people that think Fairmount Minerals is doing great and we want to see these great marks. What we're really trying to find out is, what do people really think? And in some cases, we're going to find out where we have some work to do and where we have opportunities to improve.
My concern is for 20 years up the road when you move operations over onto this side of Route 44. I see that this is, for Fairmount, an unusual amount of concern with their role in the community. I suspect that's the wave of the future. I think corporations are going to have to go that way if they want to continue to coexist peacefully. I would like to see more about the reclamation projects where mining has taken place.
Fairmount devotes considerable resources to restoring the land from which they mined their product, making efforts to increase the diversity of plant and wildlife species.
We just recently have turned a very large park area back to the state of Michigan. And our Wisconsin plant is an underground mine. We've been working very, very strongly in an area, a reclaimed area there, creating a bat habitat.
One of the really strong initiatives that came out of the Appreciative Inquiry Summit was the initiative team Recover, Recycle, and Reuse. We have a lot of heavy equipment in the mining operations, and we've tried to switch all of them to biodiesel fuel. And we really tried to take more of a cradle-to-cradle concept.
So we use a Caterpillar end loader in our quarries to dip the sand from the quarry and start the process, and this is what the sand looks like when we finish it. We send that sand to Caterpillar, and they produce a core. Core makes the inside dimensions of the castings that are needed to make the engine blocks for the tractor. Once that casting is produced, the sand comes back as spent sand in the foundry. We've got an excellent process where we're taking this spent sand and it goes back to the farmers and spread on their fields, producing higher yield of corn. And that corn gets sold to a company that makes ethanol and biodiesel. We've used the biodiesel at our plants to run our Caterpillar end loaders.
Fairmount Minerals has always been very engaged in environmental reclamation and our responsibility to the environment. We've also always been very philanthropic.
This one is a bluebird nest.
Fairmount sponsors a long list of community building programs to support organizations such as schools and Habitat for Humanity.
We actually donated a 3-acre lot for a Habitat for Humanity home. And then we're donating crews of teams until this house is built. It's an experience for our employees to see how we really can impact people in our community.
In response to an idea that emerged from the summit, the company developed a $15 sand water filter to be used in developing countries to produce clean drinking water.
We can do good and do well. And what that means is doing good for the environment and doing good for society does not have to be conflicting with Fairmount Minerals doing well.
While you can't necessarily correlate a dollar value to a sustainable development concept, no matter how strong your markets are, if you don't have a team that's executing a strategy to move oneself into those markets and to be innovative, you're not going to be successful.
They are shared entrepreneurs helping to create the next levels of sustainability that will serve this company for years and years and years. We need leaders that believe in the future combination of business opportunity and tremendous societal benefit. We need more companies like Fairmount Minerals.
I see us continuing to grow in a positive manner where we can perform well to meet the requirements of our customers and doing it in a sustainable manner. And I'm very optimistic about the future.
Sustainability is a productivity engine. It's just waiting to be turned on. It's not a feel-good factor, but it's a fundamental risk management factor. It's not charity, but enlightened self-interest. It's not just fashionable, but today is a strategic business imperative, perhaps the most distinctive business opportunity of the 21st century.